Okay, just waiting for YouTube. Give me a live feed real quick here. Okay, I think I'm live now. So it is Tuesday, May 17th, 2:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Tim. Give you an update on what's going on with Million Token and maybe a little bit on about the markets. And let me get the disclaimer out of the way. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is only to be used as entertainment purposes, and please do your own research. Thank you. So yesterday we were going over the million pool, and the pool had run out of funds temporarily, and Tech Lead had put in an additional 10,000 tokens about an hour and a half ago to replenish the staking pool, which was very nice of him. That's the main news today. I was talking about how some people were withdrawing funds yesterday, and I probably should check the pool rate, because they were probably pulling them out because the pool had run out, but I didn't catch that until after the stream. And then you had the 3,000 million token whale restake his tokens recently too, but he pulled them out when the pool was zero reward rate, and he put it in like a minute ago. And so everything's back at normal. We're at 345,000 million token, and I think it was kind of hovering around 346. So I'm sure people kind of trickle back in. If you look at here, most of this page is everybody pulling out of their pulling out of the pool when they found out it had went to zero. So the main thing is, here we go. Technically got 10,000 in. That's great, and that's the main news for today. We'll look at million token price real quick, briefly. Million on the Ethereum blockchain, 3.63. I woke up this morning around 11 o'clock last night. I guess about 12 hours ago or so, and it was close to $4, and very, very strong on the Ethereum blockchain, which a couple days ago it was kind of weak. So maybe the whales are buying up again, because if you look at the other chains, we have $3.31 on Polygon, which is a little weaker than Ethereum, and 3.41 on PancakeSwap. I'm not going to look at the other chains because there's not too much volume there. The most volatility is probably on PancakeSwap. I don't know if it's bots or whatever, but huge wicks. And I was remembering when I woke up, man, $4 on Ethereum. It would have been really good buying arbitrage opportunities. If you guys are into that, you could maybe perhaps sell on Ethereum if it's close to $4, and then buy it back somewhere like at 3.23 if it's on Polygon or PancakeSwap. I wouldn't really recommend bridging back and forth with arbitrage. You should have funds on like all three chains ready to buy or sell if you're going to do those arbitrage opportunities, because I'm sure those bridging fees are just going to eat you up live. I see Rewired in the chat, Dano and Eternal. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask, and I'll look over them at the end. It's good to see people here. I didn't have anybody in my chat yesterday. I think I did a 20-minute chat yesterday. Okay, we'll look at Bitcoin real quick. So on the 5-day chart, this is really popular. You might have seen this on CryptoQ University. I'm going to go over some charts today that I don't normally. I've gone over this chart a few times. I drew these yellow boxes in here where I thought would be good buying opportunities, and we did actually wick down in here. I think probably when that whole Luna fiasco happened. So that was a buying opportunity, and I think I bought. I buy a million token now. I'm not buying Bitcoin because I already got a bag. I figured I have enough compared to everybody else, so I don't need to buy more. And million tokens kind of like the moonshot for me. So it's all or nothing. But if it goes to nothing, I've got other crypto. And I went on a selling spree of altcoins yesterday. I think I pulled out almost 5K in alts that really weren't doing anything, and some all of the altcoins I had basically went to zero. So there's no point in selling those. I'll just probably have to do it as a tax write-off. I think even if I tried to sell them, the fees were worth, the gas fees were worth more than my balance. Anyway, One thing I noticed on this chart, on the 5-day chart, on the RSI, we had an RSI of about 29.79 here and here on May 6th and January 31st. The price on January 31st was like 33K, and it's the same RSI now, and the price is, much lower, $28,000. So the price is showing strength. I think that's some bullish divergence there. But on the 5-day chart, you could see we had this high RSI on January 6th, and the price was hovering around here. We made another high back in November 12th, 2021, but the RSI was low. So for me, on a macro trend, bearish divergence, that should have been a key for me to get out. If you're a trader, I'm not really trading. And I think, I think this trumps the lower versions here of the RSI. I think we still have some downward pressure, but there's signs that, that may not be the case. So I think it's still a good time to dollar cost average. You had one opportunity here when Luna had to sell 80,000 Bitcoin over a few days, and that created a great buying opportunity. I still think the market really hasn't absorbed that yet. I mean, there was a bounce, but it could roll over. I mean, if you sell 80,000 Bitcoin in, was it 9 days or whatever, do you really think the worst is over? I'm doubtful. Anyway, so on the monthly chart, we got the bearish divergence here as we went over on the 5-day chart. And, I'm still looking for a bottom down here at the, low RSI, the monthly of like 42.71, where that green line is down here at the bottom. So, we're almost there. And it would just be nice if we touched it. And then hopefully the markets will rebound. But, if the Fed wants to increase rates, everybody knows, the market's not going to turn around until they stop increasing rates and start stimulus again. So even if we touch the bottom here, we don't know what Bitcoin is going to do in a recession. And we have a lot of institutional money in Bitcoin now. And if they pull out money like they do in the stock market during a recession, they're going to pull out money in Bitcoin, I would think. And let's see now, weekly. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. Let's pull it up. Yeah, it doesn't look good when the green line goes down and the red line goes up. I don't really see a shift yet. Although this momentum line is kind of curving up, which is a sign that they're good. That it could turn around now. So it's getting some conflicting information there. So we look at other charts. Here I am on Twitter, and I posted this here earlier today, the Confluence floor model. I posted this before, but this is more of a zoomed out shot where you can see how this red line caught the bottoms just about every single time, and looks like we caught the bottom again. So just something to be aware of. We could have had the bottom already, and we've been hovering around $30,000 for a while now. Let me see. Let me pull up the day chart. So yeah, we've been hitting $30,000 every day since really May 9th. So it's at 8 days. And let's see, now we're kind of heading up now. Let me pull this on a 4-hour chart. So we broke out of this trend here, and we're kind of getting caught into this exponential ribbon on the 4-hour. Generally, for me, if you want a short-term turnaround, you have to get above the 4-hour exponential ribbon. And we're kind of stuck in it now, more in the bottom end. And we're also down below this one moving average here. So still short-term bearish, but it's looking good. It's looking like it wants to break out. And let's see, now today's Tuesday. We'll see. We might have one more hard week and weekend before maybe the market turns around. I think the bottom's close, but I just don't know. Follow me on Twitter if you want more updates. And I also posted the updates on Million Pool yesterday or earlier today when I found the pool was 0, and then technically put the money in earlier today. So what else we have here? Oh, NFT put out his million token YouTube video out today. You should check it out. Give him a like and subscribe. He puts a lot of work into the statistics behind million token. And I think these are the addresses new addresses that bought 100 or more million token. And so that's some valuable information there. Let me close that out. And you can go to lookintobitcoin.com for the charts. I think this is Willy Woo's behind this. He puts up some good stuff. It's Puel multiple. You know, when you want to buy when the this red line is in the green area down here at the bottom. And this caught my eye because Didi on his channel, the Bitcoin family, had some really good insight on this. You know, we have this bull market here, and when this trend broke on the Puel multiple, we came down into the green. And the next bull market cycle, you know, we broke this trend line and we went into the green. And now I think in hindsight, you could say, well, we did hit the top. And we're in the third cycle here. And if we break this trend line, we could go back and down in the green. If this happens, I could definitely see that monthly RSI being hit because we could still have a leg down. Fear and greed index, it looks like we could, you know, have a V-shaped recovery from here, or we could have another leg down like we did back here in end of 2018. It's hard to say. You just don't know. And but for me, the macros are like, you know, the economy is still trying to recover from COVID. We've got issues global with trade. The Fed has already said that they're going to raise interest rates like 0.5% or 0.25% over time. And man, if we had a better market environment, I'd say, you know, we'll have a V-shaped recovery. But again, I just don't know what Bitcoin's going to do in a recession. So, you know, for me, it's buy and hold. But these are times where you want a dollar cost average if you're in it for the long term. The global ratio multiplier, we are actually below this orange line, which historically has been a good time to buy. But you can see back here when we went below the orange line, we still had another 50% drop leg down back in 2018. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So just because we're below it, you know, doesn't mean we can't go back down lower. So we'll wait and see. Another Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve also tapping the bottom here, which generally historically has been a good time to dollar cost average or buy in. The only time it looks like on this chart we went down below it was during the COVID crisis, which we had that V-shaped recovery. So you just had to stomach it, and then you'd be fine if you held. NUPEL, the net unrealized profit and loss. You know, we want to be down in this green area where it's capitulation. If we have a 50% drop from here, I'm sure the numbers would be, you know, this graph would be in the capitulation area. Not that it has to happen, but for me to feel more confident that the bottom's in, I would prefer to see some more capitulation. And the reserve risk, again, we want to be in this lower part of the green area down here. And we could wiggle down a little more. No telling what's going to happen. There were some proposals recently, the last few days, if you've been voting. I've noticed admins are getting to become more scrutinized on their mods. So, you know, that's unfortunate. So I had proposed in Telegram that maybe a vote could, you know, there could be a vote that let's just remove all mods because, you know, I don't think, you know, admins should just be responsible for themselves, basically. So I don't know if that's a good idea the community wants to do or not. I'm not too sure what the different roles are of having an admin versus a mod. So, but you know, if you're an admin, and if you don't want to be possibly voted out because of a mod below you, you could just have your own policy that I'm not going to, you know, promote anybody to moderator. But anyway, so here's some other things. If you're voting, I use Firefox, it has less issues. But even when I'm using Firefox web browser, sometimes I have to like refresh the page a couple, 2, 3 times before my vote goes through or something like that. So it does work with the Trezor. Probably would have less issues with MetaMask, but I think it's better security if you have a hardware wallet device. So I think those are the main things in the news today. And I'll see who's in chat real quick. Most people are just saying hello. And I see Repobus is here. Repro, Observer, what's up, Timothy? Cardi, hi, Tim. Glad to catch your live stream. Hope you're doing good. And it's good to see people back here. And one message was retracted. So, and I think that's it. So good news as far as the million pool being replenished. And you probably could have saved some fees if you just left your million pool money in there for a day or two. Sometimes it could take Tech Lead a couple days to replenish the pool if he wants to do it. We weren't sure if he was going to replenish the pool. And that's that. So you notice I'm going to have a new thumbnail. I think I read somewhere that all my charts look so bearish on my thumbnails because they're always in a downtrend. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I guess I could have gone something like this and show that we're in an uptrend now. I'm just trying to save you guys money. I'm keeping it real. Right now I'm not buying if we're going up. And the time to buy was down here when it was below $3, and everybody had plenty of time to do it. It wasn't like it was a wick to below $3. And so that's a million on Ethereum, and we can go up another, let's say 10% or so before we kind of get topish. And if we roll over, so be it. I'm patient, and we're at the heart line here on the Polygon, and same thing with the Pancake Swap. What's going on with Ethereum blockchain? Where are the big orders? I see 100, 100, 200, 400, 100. Yeah, so some big buys and sells there. I don't see anything terribly large though. 300, somebody sold 330, and then compare that to like Polygon. Most of them are 10 million token or below orders, small orders compared to Ethereum. And let's see now, Pancake Swap should be about the same, 10 million token, 33 there. So that's fairly large for this blockchain, 30 here, 30 there. And as far as liquidity is, I kind of see that the liquidity is still better on Polygon. If you want to buy a million token, you can get more for your money on Polygon, and the fees are cheaper. But again, you just have to check. Sometimes it's Uniswap, but most of the time when I check, the liquidity is better on Polygon. But I want my million token on the Ethereum blockchain so I can stake it. I've got some million token on Binance Smart Chain and Polygon that I want to have over on Ethereum. If anybody out there has their own million token on the Ethereum blockchain, but for some reason they want to move it over to Pancake Swap or Binance Smart Chain or Polygon, shoot me a message on Twitter or Telegram, probably Twitter, and we could do a one-to-one swap trade if you want. Some people want to move their stuff from Ethereum to Polygon or the other chains for either arbitrage opportunities, or they just want to maybe buy, they maybe want to sell it in small batches, but they don't want to pay high gas fees if they want to sell small batches of like 10 transactions or something. So, I helped somebody out recently where he wanted to sell his million token Ethereum. In that particular case, he wanted to buy Luna and catch the bounce on that. It worked out for him, and I wonder if he cashed out his Luna, because I think he almost 4x'd his money. But whatever reasons, I gave him an even one-to-one on. I think he had it on Binance Smart Chain, and then from there he must have sold it and then bought Luna. Interesting. So if anybody wants to do some trades, between blockchains, and maybe I can help you out because I know those bridge fees are a pain in the ass, and sometimes like you have to wait a long time if you want to bridge it from like Polygon to Ethereum. I've heard stories where people had to wait like 3 hours or something like that. In addition to the fees you're going to have to pay for bridging. I think right now, if you were to transfer million token on Ethereum blockchain, it'd be about $10 from the gas fees I've seen. I've been doing some other transactions too when I was selling my altcoins. It cost me like less than $10 to move my USDC over to another wallet. See what else we have in here for the chat. We have Tim trying to get that good price. Yeah, I'm always looking, man. But you know, each time goes by and we don't have that capitulation. I feel like the bottom may have been in, but I haven't flipped yet. I still think the bottom hasn't been in yet. In fact, I think if you go to my Twitter page, I posted a vote. I might have to refresh it. Let me see. A refresh. There was a vote, a poll, I guess, a poll asking if you thought the bottom was in. And it was like 50-50 just about, but I think it was slightly bearish. I don't know why it's not showing up now. Maybe I just don't see it. It was a retweet. I don't know why it's not showing up. I'm trying to. Somebody posted it. I think it was Plan B might have posted it, but I don't know why I don't see it right now. But you know, if most people think the bottom's in, then it probably won't be. And anyway, so I see now. Elord says I bought at $3 and $3.25. MM Gun Moon. And, you know, we'll see. I think this being a small altcoin, it should have higher upside potential. You know, small orders can even move the price quite a bit. I know the money I'm sitting on now can move the price 20% last time I checked. But I wouldn't, you know, put one big order in and move it 20%. I'd have to try to break that up and do smaller buys. But I'm trying to wait for the price to kind of come down to this lower trend line here. I kind of, you know, I could be wrong, but I think even bots were selling even at the bottom here. I think they were getting out, which would be great. And we see more organic growth, but you know, it doesn't look so bad, you know, as far as bots concerned. You just kind of learn to live with it if a bot gets you. I still keep my slippage pretty low, 0.1% if possible. I think I had 1 or 2 transactions fail, and I may have had to increase the slippage up. But, you know, I'm not too concerned, even if a bot front runs me a few percentage points. I mean, we're down between, you know, $2.50 to, you know, between that and $4. If million token goes to $10 and higher, you're not going to care if, you know, the price, if you're front run by a bot for a little bit of money. You know, this will be all history, hopefully, when you look back on it. And then, you know, the idea is, you know, you buy now, and then when it goes up, hopefully, you know, we've been doing this for almost a year now, right? 10 months or so. Most of the time we was in a downtrend because we had that parabolic rise that went up too fast, and now we have the buying opportunities of a lifetime if million token succeeds. So hopefully everybody has been following me. If they've been buying, you shouldn't have to buy anymore once we break out to the upside. At least I'm hoping just to hodl it out. It'd be a lot less stressful buying now at, you know, $3 or $4 if it goes $10 and higher and never comes back below 10. You know, you're doing your hard work now. Of course, you could keep buying on the way up too, but I'm telling you, it's going to be more stressful. But you get chopped up on if it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But, you know, on the macro trend of things, where is it? Yeah. You know, we could have a capitulation, and then somewhere around here, you know, could be around Christmas time or the holidays, Thanksgiving or so. November, December, the bottom could be in, which is pretty typical, right? And at the end of the year, you usually have a blow off top or a capitulation. Could be another sucky Christmas, but then after that, we should have at least a year or two of upward side momentum, especially if you believe in lengthening cycles. But yeah, the CME gap. Let's see. I haven't pulled that up in a while. I don't think it's been filled yet because the price is too bullish. We're still hovering around 30,000. We'll see. Maybe we could have another capitulation event on the weekend. You never know what circumstances may happen. I figured we were going to be kind of coming down this downtrend, and it just so happened that the LFG fiasco happened. That brought us down here closer to the bottom of this RSI on the monthly. We'll see if we get there. We're inching our way down. We're only down from, was that 48.9 to 44, 45. I don't have to wait to the very, very bottom, but if we hit this green line, we could still go down a little bit more to where we hit, back in January 2019. But you don't want to try to get the very, very bottom. We're already at levels now where COVID hit, right? Let's see. Yeah, COVID was here. And let's pull up the weekly maybe. Yeah, where's COVID? Right around here, I guess. March. Where is it? March. Here it is. So yeah, the RSI there was 36, and we're at that basically now. So same levels on the RSI. On the weekly, let's see what the monthly shows. So here's that capitulation event in March on the monthly, and we're the same thing, same RSI as the monthly. So if you're looking for a lower RSI on the monthly back in March, down here at this green line, you would have missed it. You would have missed this whole huge run up. So, that's why I was buying last week, just because you never know. It could pull a COVID, rally and just go up from here. But that wick was huge. I don't really see that here. And on the weekly, let me put this on the regular candles. I know you probably already heard we have 7 weeks candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of red candles, which apparently has never happened in Bitcoin's history. And so everybody might, leverage and go along on Bitcoin thinking that, we have to have a green candle this month or this week. And nah, it doesn't have to happen that way. It's like flipping a penny sometimes. You flip a penny and you could have it have heads, 10 times in a row, and you want to leverage long and say, it's going to be tails next time, and you flip it. It's still a 50% chance. So don't get wrecked by going by the colors of the candles. Look at other metrics, So I've shown you most of the charts. You could still have more capitulation, and but definitely, I think this is a good time to dollar cost average, but it could take a while. Let's see now. I'm trying to figure out where were we here. When we had that 50% drop, it took from when we dropped out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks before we finally hit bottom. And now I would say maybe 1, 2, 3 or 2 weeks in. So we could still have, 2, 3, 4 weeks left of downward pressure. And, let me put this back on the candles again one more time. Yeah, so we had a green candle here back in November of 2018. We still went lower. We had 2 more weeks of bad pressure there. So it doesn't have to be all red candles. And just keep that in mind. So I'm looking at chat real quick. And let me just pull up the chat real quick in case it doesn't show up later. Yep. So Blair says, I bought 68 coins on Binance Smart Chain yesterday at a discount to Uniswap. Good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, when I buy, I typically want to buy on the chain that has the lowest price, and I won't buy so much million token where it pushes the price above on that. So like, let's say Uniswap price is $3.63, and let's say it's also at 341. I would prefer to buy right now with funds on Polygon, and I wouldn't push the price up. Let's say to 341 maybe, but I certainly wouldn't push the price up to 363, because that would the same price as Uniswap, especially on Polygon, because the gas fees are so low. People are going to just wait to dump on you if you push the price up so much. So let's take a look at Polygon. If I bought on Polygon, or if somebody bought on Polygon and pushed the price up to $3.63, so that's a 8.6% increase. That's a pretty big increase for one order buy. And some bot or somebody might just say, oh, the price went up 10% just now because somebody bought. Now I'm going to take profits and dump. So we've been going sideways now for a while. Each candle is 4 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than a day we've been going sideways. 331. And CoinGecko. Let me pull up CoinGecko. I remember the volume was a bit of a concern for me. But I've heard generally, like, when the bottom's in, the volume is going to be about 0 anyway. Let's see now. Maybe I should use this chart, right? For my thumbnail. That looks really good. A 24-hour chart, and then people will click like and subscribe when I post more bullish charts. So let's go to markets and the volume. Let's see now. Uniswap volume was $801, if I'm reading that right. QuickSwap volume was 1,668. Gate.io, well, that can't be right. I thought there was a lot of volume on Gate.io. So I don't know if this is right or not. PancakeSwap 1,288. And you got more Uniswap V3 here, 4,000. So yeah, it doesn't take a lot to move the price because there's not a lot of volume. And I don't know what the liquidity pools are like on, really, I haven't looked at the charts yet. So yeah, a lot of information here today. So hopefully you got a better idea of the markets. And, I've been doing these daily videos now lately. So not too much has changed in Million Token. But I could buy another 2,000 tokens if we get back down to $3 or less. But we'll just see if I get that opportunity. Okay, guys, I think that's a wrap, and I'll talk to you next time. And thank you to TL for restaking the pool or replenishing it. We all appreciate it. And if you like this, give me a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.